Hi everyone, this is the pattern I was dealt this week. It's pattern number 30 on the Visual Patterns website, and here's figures 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you can check those out before we get started.
And here's Sonny sleeping in his bed.
I worked on a lot smaller scale this week since I didn't have any big poster paper, but I hope the clarity is still there. And also I redrew my figures 1, 2, 3, and 4. And from the original on the website, I just rotated it 45 degrees so that I could lay it out better on this graph paper. So let's take a closer look at figures 1 and figure 2. And the general rule that I used to describe my pattern was n plus 2 times the quantity n squared minus 1, or another way, 2n squared plus n minus 2, or lastly, the way I laid them out underneath each of my pictures was n squared minus 1 plus n is this section in the middle, plus another round of n squared minus 1. And here's my table. This pattern was quadratic. So the change, or the first difference, is always changing by the same amount. Or in other words, the second difference or the change of the change is constant. And then in the picture I showed that with the red shading on the first difference or the change. So going from figure 2 to 3, the red shaded sections are showing what's changing, and then the change of the change, or the second difference, is circled in yellow. So you can see which 4 are being added, this row in this column, or this row in this column, however you want to think about it. And then how that grows to figure 4 as well. We have what's being added, the change in red, and then the change of the change circled in yellow. And lastly, here's my table. It shows in black here the total number of objects or items or units in each figure, and you can see that those grow on this curve from figure 1, 2, 3 to 4. And then I plotted the change from each figure. So the change from figure 1 to 2, from 2 to 3, from 3 to 4, and you can see that change is growing at a constant rate, which I highlighted in the yellow for the change of the change to show that the pattern each time is increasing, or the change of the pattern is increasing by 4.